All right, man. Let's talk about Bud real quick. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit on notification, increase your chance to get notifications. Apparently, Bud is landed in Australia for some reason, but let's find out. Bud Crawford lands in Australia, calls Tszyu fight of the win, and Oz Canelo clash is the biggest pay-per-view ever. He says since Crawford didn't waste any time after touching down in Australia within hours. He predicted how a fight with Tszyu would end it. I feel like I would have beat him. Admitted he didn't know Tszyu was Tszyu's son and declared his upcoming $200 million showdown with Canelo that can break every record in the book, including man pack. So my thing is this. Like I told y'all, the majority of boxing, they don't follow. The majority of people in sports don't follow sports. You'd be surprised. The vast majority of NBA players really don't follow the NBA. The only reason they know they contemporaries, only reason they really know they contemporaries is for the simple fact that they went to AAU with them. So that's what I kind of be trying to explain to people. Like the vast majority of amateur boxers I run into, they don't watch professional boxing. And when I run into, when you hear you got trainers saying that they don't watch fighter or current boxing and they don't watch tape, bro. Like, they be mad when the fans don't support. They be mad when the fans don't support these fights. You know what I'm saying? But they don't even watch the fights. Think about that for a minute. They be mad when people talk about well, I don't really watch boxing. You know what I'm saying? But they don't watch boxing either. They don't watch boxing either. That's the crazy shit about it. They don't even watch the sport. They don't watch film. And when they go to the fight, most of them is they contractually obligated to show up to the fights. That's the wild shit about it. That's the wild thing. So they get mad at fans for not supporting their fights, but they don't support their fights. I'm telling you, they don't even support their fights. They don't even watch their fucking own fight. They don't even watch their contemporaries, and that's the crazy thing about the game, man. It says when they sit down with Fox Australia, Crawford spoke candidly about his legacy to Tszyu piracy, and he believes it's truly the greatest of all. Who he truly believes is the greatest of all time. Spoiler: it isn't himself. When asked how a fight with Tszyu would go, I feel like I would have beat him. Crawford said flatantly, he said it's boxing, so you never know. But of course, I'm going to have confidence in my ability. Because actually, I didn't know Tszyu was his son at first. He said Crawford confirmed that Tszyu had been on his radar, had been on his radar before the end of 2023 when Tszyu held the WBO super title, but he also revealed he hadn't made the family connection until much later. He said, I actually didn't know Tim was his son at first. Crawford admitted, it went all over my head, I guess, because you never see Tszyu in his corner or anything like that. But when Tim started fighting in the United States, that's when people started talking about that being his father. I'm telling y'all, they don't follow the sport. They don't follow the sport like that, bro. And that's how you know the sport is trash. When the participants don't follow it, that should let you know everything you need to know. When it comes to Tszyu himself, Tszyu, he was a great fighter, great puncher. I remember watching his fight with Zab Judah. That's the one everybody remember. And he fight on his way up to that one. He's someone who's always been really respecting the sport of boxing. And two, even cross paths. He said, Tszyu and we met up at a boxing event recently. I think he said it was in Dubai, I think, and we got a photograph together. He said if he catches fire, it could definitely surpass Mayweather Pacquiao. Looking ahead to Crawford confirm his fight with Canelo, Alvarez said in Las Vegas in September, he said the stakes could be higher or more story. He said, quote, if it catches fire, gets the support of the fans, it could definitely do numbers required to surpass the Mayweather Pacquiao fight. Then when he grant, it just depends on how many people want to steal it with piracy. And like I said before, I don't hold these motherfuckers. I don't hold it against these people for the piracy shit. I just don't, bro. The quality of the product is that bad. And then how disrespectful these niggas is, man. How disrespectful they is. We asked for, and this ain't on Crawford, but Crawford wanted, he want to fight the best, but I'm just talking about in general, how these, we ask for particular fights and then they want to give it to us later. And then when they all steal and they old and beat up and stuff, then they want to say, well, you know, see, they just gonna steal it. It is what it is. We ain't paying for the Super Bowl. We ain't paying for the NBA Finals. Why should we pay for a niche sport? When y'all constantly, y'all constantly disrespecting the fans. Don't sit here and blame, oh, they don't buy the fight, man. Fuck y'all. Y'all just constantly disrespecting the fans, bro. That's how I look at it. I don't blame niggas for buying it. To get my dude would be a beautiful thing. He said boxing legend Oscar De La Hoya suggested, a win over Canelo could elevate Crawford above Molly Sugar and Riverson. Said it makes me feel good because I've been working hard in this sport for a long time. He said, so to get my dues would be a beautiful thing. He said, who do you consider great? So Muhammad Ali. Crawford answered without a pause. I know a lot of people have got Sugar Ray Robinson, but obviously haven't seen much of him just because of how far back he fought. But I do know, however, that those who did see him fight say he's the greatest of all time. But Ali modeled his game after Sugar Ray Robinson. It's a fact. That's who Muhammad Ali patterned his game after. So, Sugar Ray Robinson was a bad boy. He was a bad boy. He marked off every box you want to see from a fighter. He said Muhammad, he said not only is success in the ring, but he still for it. This stands for human rights, standing up for people. There are many people who do that. Him doing all those things that he did, going to jail because he didn't want to, fight people. Like I say this, none of them niggas got a backbone today to do that. These niggas can't even. These niggas that have more ill will towards each other before they check niggas like Ryan and Tszyu. Am I lying? So yeah, none of them niggas built like that. None of these dudes built like that, man. A lot of these niggas just straight up sellouts. And that's across the board in sports, just not in boxing. You know what I'm saying? They got their money. And like I said, if it ever go down and some of them niggas need help, I wouldn't help them niggas, man. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't expect the same. He said Crawford beginning his Australia tour in Queensland and will continue through Melbourne and Sydney. He shrugged off suggestions of Jack. Like, he sound good. Ready for whatever people throw in front of me. He said with, I don't know the other guys. He said because he has, a chance, Crawford spinning or whatever. But for the most part, he over there doing a tour for whatever reason. Maybe he gets some sparring in, whatever. Obviously he can't really, I guess he can promote the fight, but when it ain't 100% official, it's hard to promote the fight. But hey, it is what it is. He been traveling. When I feel like he should be remaining active, and that's one thing people they're not seeing when it comes to this fight is the activity. How many times have we seen dudes fall victim to not being active? That's my thing. How many times we seen these dudes fall victim not being active? That's what I'm asking. How many of these dudes and then have fell victim not for activity, and we seen these fights? So believe what y'all want to believe. A nigga ain't fought in over a whole year, man. He don't have a good chance. Come on, he ain't got a chance. He ain't got a chance. So, so he ain't got a chance. So, but just off the activity, bro, like, but it is what it is. Y'all be thinking sparring is sparring. Y'all be thinking sparring is sparring. It ain't. Sparring is sparring, but sparring ain't a real fight. So, believe what y'all want to believe. But I mean, shout out to him. He over there doing tours, laying the groundwork for his next fight, and we'll see how I go for him, man. But when you don't remain active, that's a huge red flag for a lot of them. Activity. You gotta have activity. You ever have activity. If you don't fight, especially when you start to get above 35, you should be more active. That's one thing I credit to Canelo. His activity really kicked up. You know what I'm saying? Once he made it to that you know, it really kicked up where he didn't let it fall off. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance getting notifications. We go live and drop video. Hit the link in the description. The link tree. You can follow me everywhere. I appreciate the love, support. Um, Other than that, man, shout out to Box News Playlist. Peace.